On brief, news, not opinions. Sir Keir Starmer is under mounting pressure over the small boats crisis after another weekend of protests outside asylum hotels, and polling suggested voters believe he is failing to get a grip. The Prime Minister has outlined plans to overhaul the asylum appeals system in a bid to speed up removals of those with no right to remain. But critics, including Labour's own Lord Blunkett, say the government has not produced a convincing or comprehensive strategy to deal with record arrivals. More than 28,000 people have crossed the Channel in small boats so far this year, a 46% increase on the same period in 2024. The surge has fueled anger in communities hosting asylum hotels, with campaigners warning that local services and housing are being pushed to breaking point. A YouGov poll for The Times found 71% of voters think Starmer is handling the asylum hotel issue badly, including over half of Labour's own supporters. Immigration and asylum were cited as the country's most pressing issue, above both the economy and the NHS. Lord Blunkett has urged the government to consider radical options such as temporarily suspending parts of the European Convention on Human Rights and the UN Refugee Convention, arguing that current measures, though helpful in isolation, do not add up to a clear or workable solution. He warned that the situation was spiralling out of the government's control and that a further package of actions is absolutely vital. Scottish Labour leader Sarwar rejected this approach, insisting that the ECHR must remain in place and dismissing what he called easy solutions. But his defence offered little comfort to voters facing overcrowded housing, stretched NHS services and rising costs linked to the asylum system. Official figures show more than 111,000 asylum applications were lodged in the year to June 2025, the highest level on record, with over 32,000 asylum seekers still being housed in hotels. Labour has pledged to end hotel use by 2029, meaning 4 more years of costly taxpayer-funded accommodation. The Home Office says appeals now represent the biggest source of pressure, with 51,000 cases waiting and each taking more than a year on average. Home Secretary Yvette Cooper has promised an independent panel of adjudicators to speed up decisions, insisting the system will be swift, fair and independent. Border Security Minister Dame Angela Eagle defended the reforms as a step toward cutting costs to taxpayers and clearing up the mess of the previous government. But critics say Labour's approach is far too slow. Reform UK has called for mass deportations and tougher border measures, arguing that only decisive action, not more bureaucracy, will restore control. Please like, subscribe and comment below. With immigration now ranked by voters as the UK's #1 issue, have Labour already completely lost control of the crisis?